So guys, here we go again. Politics, politics, politics. When will these people, when they are in power, religiously do what they are doing for the benefit of the Jamaican people straight, without hidden agendas? Why is it when we put these people in power, they flaunt the laws of the country and the constitution for their own benefit? They don't care about no rules of law, but yet still it seems there is absolutely nothing that we can do about it. You see, this is the things, that they may do it and just do it because they have the power to do it, but they're not realizing that there is a domino effect going on. Because when you want to turn to the youths, them, it all come back to the youths, because they are the ones that are mainly creating the mayhem in the society now, And you know where they get the example from the ones at the top. Because right then and there, you are going to want to tell these youth, follow the laws and order of the land. Do what you're told. But yet still, when they look and see the people them in charge, or the people them in power, or the people above them, or we could say the older generation, which should be setting example, they ain't following no laws. They are doing what they want to do, but yet they are telling you to do what they say. This is the thing, it's just a lot. Now here we have it. The Constitutional Court has struck down the second extension of the tenure of Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Paula Llewellyn. The court ruled today, Friday morning, that the extension granted by the Holiness Administration in July last year violated the Jamaican Constitution. The ruling was handed down by Justice Sonia Wint-Blair, Simone Wolf-Rees, and Tricia Hutchinson Shelley. The court found that the Holiness Administration acted unlawfully in granting the DPP the second extension. The ruling of the judges upheld a high-profile legal challenge filed by the opposition People's National Party, PNP. On the face of it, the ruling means DPP Paula Llewellyn would be required to demit office and proceed to her retirement. It's not clear whether a stay of the decision will be granted. Leader of the opposition business in the House, Philip Paulwell, and his colleague in the Senate, Peter Bunting, were the official claimants on behalf of the PNP. They were represented by King's Counsel Michael Hilton and attorneys Kevin Powell, Dwayne Allen, and Timira Mesa. Despite the amendment also increasing the retirement age for the Auditor General, the PNP had maintained that the move was tainted by improper motive and amounted to an improper use of the executive branch of the government. The government had maintained that the action was lawful and in keeping with the Constitution. The Constitutional Court has rejected the argument. The government was represented by King's Counsel Alan Wood and Ransford Braham and attorney Nico Pagan and Catherine Williams. In the meantime, the Constitutional Court has upheld the overall increase in the retirement age. Meanwhile, the attorney for the People's National Party, former Solicitor General King's Counsel Michael Hilton, Paula Llewellyn, will have to vacate the office today. He was speaking with journalists following the court ruling. In the meantime, the attorney for the People's National Party, former Solicitor General King's Counsel Michael Hilton, says that Paula Llewellyn will have to vacate the office today. He was speaking with journalists following the court ruling. For his part, Mr. Paulwell says the matter could have been handled differently. Philip Paulwell, leader of the opposition Business in the House, and in a post on social media, opposition leader Mark Golding says the PMP's decision to pursue the matter has been vindicated by the court's ruling. He further extended congratulations to Senator Bunting and Mr. Paulwell. Immediately after the rulings by the court, the government put out a statement. The government of Jamaica takes note of the decision of the Constitutional Court in the case of Philip Paulwell, etc. versus the Attorney General of Jamaica, that the act extending the retirement age of the Director of Public Prosecution (DPP) from age 60 to 65 is constitutional. The government, however, takes note that the application of the DPP to extend her tenure provided under the Act to age 65 has been ruled unlawful. The government of Jamaica does not agree with the part of the ruling of the Constitutional Court and will instruct its attorney to ask for a stay of execution and immediately appeal the ruling. So we can blatantly see that this government does not respect the rules of law and order of Jamaica, because imagine the Supreme Court has ruled that 2 out of 2 of the act that amended the Constitution to allow DPP Paula Llewellyn to write to the Governor General and elect to retire at any time after the age of 60. It is unconstitutional. It is null and void. But yet they're putting out press release that they are going to fight it and order a stay. The problem is the court ruled that Section 2(1) of the Act that amended the retirement age of any DPP from 60 to 65 is constitutional, and that remains. The problem is the section where they sought to give the DPP the ability to remain in office even after having reached the age of retirement, and then having an extension of tenure of 3 years with no reference to the Prime Minister or leader of the opposition. But based on what it says, the DPP had already reached her retirement age, and she have gone now past her extended retirement age, and so cannot benefit again from another extension as 2(2) would allow. So even though the Constitution raised the retirement age, but it didn't change the way in which an extension takes place. The agreement between the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, that can be the only way for a lawful extension to take place. And that don't make any sense. You can't just be allowed to extend your retirement age whenever you see fit without consulting both Prime Minister and the opposition Prime Minister. Nothing can go so. So that would simply mean that her tenure as the DPP has been up and past long time. She's not supposed to be in there no further than today after the court ruling. Now it's a feeling amongst the populace that her being able to extend her tenure is based on how it will benefit the present governing party and the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So what we're seeing happening is that people are changing up the Constitution, the rules of law and orders, to adjust for them friends and to adjust for people who they want around to help them to do God knows what. They know what they're doing, because you want to tell me that there is no one else that can sit in that position and do a good job. Why they specifically need to make sure that Paula Llewellyn is there? No man, that make we have to start look at them side eye like what is going on here. Another thing, There is a big case coming up. How will this affect the Vybz Kartel case? Is she still going to be presiding over this case at the Court of Appeal when it is called? Or will there be another DPP? I know everyone is going to jump on it as saying that, oh, it's PMP versus JLP. In essence, it's yes, because of course the JLP want to make sure that Paula Llewellyn is there. It's obvious they are doing everything to make sure she's there while they are there. But really and truly, it is a shameful act to think that the laws are there to guide these institutions that are there to govern Jamaica, but yet still people can shape the laws how they want it to go for themselves. So how can we really get any justice in this country? Can we really check and see how many times has this government breached the Constitution? They are just doing too much now. I always wonder, why is there so much intent and holding on and power? You do your time, come out and make somebody else do the time. I wish we never had to rotate the same two. But as they move on, another set come in and can take over. Give everybody else a chance so at least we can have some new ideas into what goes on for the development of Jamaica. And I don't want people coming and saying that, oh, the JLP has done so much for Jamaica moving forward. Of course we're moving forward. We're not going backwards. It's modern time. We have to move with the modernities of what is going on. It's not his idea of life being modern. Remember, when you first born, you learn to creep. Then you learn to crawl. Then you learn to hold on and stand up and walk. Then eventually you can walk by yourself. And then you can run. At the end of the day, all of these things that is happening in Jamaica now, it would have had to happen. We were never going to stay one way all the time. So of course, things would have changed over the years. The new developments, the road them would have to fix. Things would have evolutionized. It wasn't going to stay one way. So saying that since he's in power, XY has been done, it would have eventually had to be done. Because we're not going backwards, we're going forward. The thing about it is that, how I see it, if you are doing so much and doing a lot of things that we don't see eye to eye with, the country is disappointed with, well, you get enough time. You get 2 terms, that should have been a limit. And you come out and make the next one come, and if you get 1 term and then go on too bad and people want to push him out, but at least if you got 2 terms, when the time up, you shove him out and get back the next one. By then, you're supposed to come up with some more ideas. You understand? So, at the end of the day, we need laws firmly in place that will put these people in power. Them can change it to fit their demands or to fit and cover their friends. And again, I know a lot of people hearing this is wondering how this will affect the Vybz Kartel case. You know what? We are waiting with bated breath to see what will be the outcome. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to our platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.